All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm David Warrington coming to you from Central City High School for tonight's game between the Kee Hawks and the Central City Wildcats. My apologies for being a little late tonight. We had some technical difficulties, but still early on here in the game. We've got 11:04 to go in the first quarter. Kee has already opened up the scoring. They lead it 6-0. As Kee's kickoff just went out of bounds, so we will try it again. Kee's going to kick it off again. Kicker for the Kee Hawks is Dalton Dybert. And Jack Kramer back deep to receive for the Wildcats, standing at the 10-yard line. As Dybert gets set to send it away. Low kick, rolls on the ground, picked up by Greif. He's just going to take a knee. Smart move there by Christopher Greif. Take a knee a little bit shy of the 30. We'll call it the 27-yard line. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 for their first offensive series of the night. As the Kee Hawks hold the early lead, but just less than a minute gone here in the ball game, so still lots of football to be played here tonight. Wildcats come up to the line, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Got a receiver split out to the left. Klosterman in the shotgun. He takes a snap, he loses it, picks it up, makes a couple men miss, still going, gonna get a couple yards, be just shy of the 35. Good job by Aiden there to make something out of nothing. Advances it up to the 33-yard line. So we'll call that a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 now as Wildcats come up to the line for the 2nd and medium play. Hansen and Klosterman both in the shotgun. Either one could take the snap. It's going to go to Hansen. He'll keep it. He's going to roll left, look to throw. Gets rid of it. Pass in the air. It's going to be intercepted. Dalton Dybert picks it off. He's bringing it back the other way. Past the 35 and be taken out of bounds. As they will get the ball in Wildcat territory. Hansen's pass, he was rolling to the left and had pressure in his face. Got rid of it, but couldn't find a Wildcat receiver. Kee Hawks will take over 1st and 10. And the ball is going to be spotted inside Wildcat territory. We'll see where they do spot it. They are going to spot it right about the 36-yard line, where the Kee Hawks will have it 1st and 10. Again, 6-0 here. We've got 9:29 to go in the first quarter. As the Kee Hawks come up to the line, 1st and 10. They've got a receiver split out to the left. Quarterback under center. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off and will keep it himself. That is Damian Weber on the carry. Nice run. Will be close to a 1st down. Aiden Klosterman does a good job of holding on to finish off the tackle. Weber is going to get him just a yard shy of a 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ball's going to be at the 20, we'll call it the 27-yard line. As the Kee Hawks have moved the ball well so far, they punch it into the end zone on a play-action pass. They found a receiver wide open down the right sideline. 6-0 lead for the Kee Hawks, and they're driving again. They've got 2nd and 1, 2nd and less than a yard. As they're going to line up in the I formation, they've got Weber under center, Hill behind him. Weber's going to roll to the right. He's going to look to throw. His pass in the air. He's got a receiver there. It's going to be intercepted. Braden Rickles picks it off. And the Wildcats will take over deep in their own territory. Braden Rickles did not play a week ago. He made his presence felt early on in this game, picking off the pass and denying the Kee Hawks another scoring opportunity. The Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Ball is going to be spotted at their own 5-yard line. Long field in front of them, but they do have possession of the ball as Aiden Klosterman runs into the huddle to bring in the play call. In their opening game for the Kee Hawks, Weber did not complete a single pass. He was 0 for 2 and then completed his first pass of the night for a touchdown, but that one's going to be incomplete, an interception even. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Receiver split to the left, or the right rather. Going to hand off to Kramer. He's getting some trouble. He's going to be close to a safety. He will just make it out of the end zone. He'll be back to the 1. Loss of 4 on the play on 1st and 10 from the 5, so the Wildcats really backed up now. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 1-yard line. Kramer was running out to the right sideline, looking for some room, but the defensive end for the Kee Hawks just collapsed on him, wouldn't let him get outside. Really nice job there by the Kee Hawk defense to just close him in and give him nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd and 14 after the loss on 1st down. Ball all the way back at their own 1. No room to work with here for the Wildcats. They cannot go backwards on this play. Luke Bird split out to the right, Klosterman in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Looks like he was just going to fight. Did he get out of the end zone? Forward progress may have given him And they're going to call that a safety. Klosterman did not get out of the back of the end zone. And that is going to be a safety, ladies and gentlemen. 8-0 our score, and the Keyhawks will get possession. Klosterman was fighting his way forward. I thought forward progress might have just gotten him out of the end zone. It did not. Loss of 1 in the play. Safety, Keyhawks will get it. So 8-0 our score here early on in the first quarter. As the Wildcats huddle up on their sideline, they'll have to kick it away. The Braden Rickles interception gave the Wildcats possession of the ball, but set them up deep in their own territory. Ball spotted at their own 5. Unfortunately, they couldn't quite work out of the end zone there. And now the Keyhawks will get 2 points and possession of the ball. And on a safety, instead of kicking from the 30 like you usually do, they will instead kick all the way back from their own 15. So barring a fantastic kick from Braden Rickles, the Keyhawks will have it in a really nice field position. Looks like it's going to be Tyson Coda and Dalton Dybert back deep to return for the Keyhawks. They're standing at their own 20. Braden Rickles setting the ball, getting set to kick it away. Both Connor Clark and Braden Rickles are going back as if they're going to kick it off. They did this last week, too. Every time they have 2 kickers, as if either one of them is going to kick it. Rickles kicked the first one, and it looks like he's going to kick this one, too. Rickles comes up to the ball. Sure enough, he sends it away. It's a low kick, rolling towards the sideline. It is just going to get out of bounds. Looked like it might have wanted to stay in there, but it does go out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. We'll see if they re-kick it all the way back at the 10. That would be a really difficult situation there for the Wildcats. Keyhawks have the option to take possession of the ball, but I don't think they're going to do that. It looks like they're going to decide to have the Wildcats kick it again. So now the Wildcats will kick off from their own 10-yard line after the safety and then the kickoff out of bounds. Rickles sets the ball. Again, him and Clark both going back as if they're going to kick it. Rickles has kicked both of them so far. Clark kicked one last week. Rickles comes up to the ball, sends it away, a little better kick, a higher one, fielded at 31. Coda on the return, past midfield, still going past the 35, rolling out to the left, going past the 30. He's got one man to beat, down the sideline, still going to the 10, 5, and he's going to bring it all the way back home for a touchdown as the Keyhawks extend their lead. Tyson Coda fielded it just past his own 30. Brought it up the middle past midfield, made one man miss, had a seam down the left sideline, and Rickles was the only one left to beat. He made a miss and brought it all the way home for a touchdown. Keyhawks extend their lead early on here in quarter number 1, 14-0, and the 2-point conversion yet to come. Keyhawks in the huddle. We'll see what they go with here for their 2-point conversion attempt. They're 0 for 1 in the night on 2-point conversions. They're going to go in the I formation, it looks like. Or actually, they're going to have Weber in the shotgun with a back to either side of him. He'll keep it himself, rolling right, trying to find some room into the end zone. He will punch it in, untouched for the score. Damon Weber runs it in. And with that, the Keyhawks add the 2-point conversion. With 7 minutes remaining in quarter number 1, the Keyhawks hold the early lead 16-0. So a tough start for the Wildcats. The Keyhawks wasn't sure what to expect from them. Last week, they didn't really learn much because they only played 1 quarter over at West Central, who's a kind of a down team. And they beat them 16-0, which is our score right now. And then the game was called off after 1 quarter of play due to weather. So didn't learn much last week. They've looked good so far. Wildcats did make the nice interception to take the ball away, but they couldn't get it out of the back of the end zone. And then the Keyhawks punch it in there. So they lead at 16-0. Wildcats will get another shot here coming up. As the Wildcat kick return team makes their way back out onto the field. Jack Kramer is going to be the deep man back to return for the Wildcats. We'll see where he decides to set up. He's going to stand right at his own 5. The Keyhawks also back out onto the field. As looks like Dalton Dybert will be the kicker for the Keyhawks. Very senior-heavy team is Lansing Key. 9 of their 24 players are seniors, so nearly half. And they've shown it so far. There's some big kids, and they've done a good job to this point. Wildcats will have to bounce back here. Really important they get a touchdown on this drive. Dibert getting set to kick it away. Again, Kramer lined up at his own 5 to make the return. Dibert takes his approach. Kick it. It's a low on-the-ground kick. It's going to be Marcus Prusman fielding it on a slide. He jumped up in the air and slid on the ground while I picked it up. It's going to be fielded at the 20. And the Wildcats will take over first down and 10. Ball spotted at their own 20-yard line. So I don't think Dibert got that one quite like he wanted to. Just skidded across the ground until Prusman picked it up. Wildcats will have 60 yards in front of them here as they come out for their first and 10. New possession here, ball at the 20. Klosterman and Hansen both in the shotgun for the Wildcats. Receiver split out to the left. So receiver is Kramer. Hansen's going to take it. Hands off to Klosterman, rolling to the left. He's going to take off. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get a gain of about 5. Keyhawks then just take him down. Swarming defense from the Keyhawks, but nice run there by Aiden Klosterman. To find a seam, it's going to be just past the 25. We'll call that second down and 4. Ball spotted right at the 26-yard line as Hansen brings in the play call from the sideline. They come up to the line of scrimmage for the second and 4 play. Kramer split out to the right, just right off the end of the line of scrimmage there of the tight ends. And we got a flag on the play. Flag right at the snap. We'll see what the call is. Looks like false start is going to be the call. And sure enough, that is the call. False start called against the Wildcats. Didn't see who it was that moved, but that'll bring them back. It'll be second and 9 now after the 5-yard penalty. Ball back to the 21-yard line where they will have it second and 9. So the 6-yard run from Aiden is nearly all erased on the 5-yard penalty. Second and 9. Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. It's going to be Hansen's going to keep it. Got a little bit of a hole there. He gets about 4 yards in the carry. They're going to spot it at the 24, it looks like, so give him 3. It's going to be third and 6. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line as the Wildcats face a third and medium here with 5:40 to go in quarter number 1. Wildcat offense comes to the line here, looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and 6. Got 3 receivers, or just 1 receiver split out to the left. Hansen and Klosterman again in the shotgun. Hansen bobbles the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Got some pressure in his face. He gets rid of it. Pass in the air. It's going to be out of bounds, incomplete, intended for Braden Rickles. But just had too much pressure in his face. Couldn't get it there. As Rickles was well guarded as well by the Keyhawks. And the Wildcats looks like they're going to get set to punt here. 4th and 6, ball at the 24-yard line. Aiden Klosterman's going to punt. Hansen the snapper. And it looks like Tyson Coda is going to be back deep to return for the Keyhawks. Man comes in motion to the right for the Wildcats. Snaps high, but Klosterman does field it. It just gets it away over the outreaching arms of a Keyhawk, but he was hit. That should be a flag. And the ball's going to roll out of bounds. No flag on the play. I saw out of the corner of my eye that Klosterman took a big hit after he got rid of it. No flag. Ball goes out of bounds at the Keyhawk 30, where they will take over 1st and 10. So ball spotted at the 30. Keyhawk offense will get another shot. As the Wildcat defense looks to hold strong here on 1st and 10. Keyhawks getting the new possession started from their own 30-yard line. Weber running the play call into the huddle for Kee. They lead at 16-0 here with 5:01 remaining in quarter number 1. Coda's going to split out to the right for the Keyhawks. Weber goes under center with Hill behind him. It's going to be a keeper. No, rather they're going to get handed off to Hill. He's past midfield and taken down just past midfield by Braden Rickles was it on the stop. That's going to be a first down for the Keyhawks. Buddy Hill, big senior fullback, listed as 5'10", no weight listed. But he's not a very tall kid, but he's a big, powerful runner. Gain of 12 on the carry. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the Wildcats' 38-yard line. Keyhawks come up to the line of scrimmage. They've got the 3-back look with Weber with a back to either side of him. He takes the snap. Weber's going to keep it himself. Back to the line of scrimmage. fighting to get some more. He gets out a couple tackles. Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. Who got it? Waiting for the call here. Wildcats think they have it. Sorting things out down there on the ground. And looks like Weber got it back. So Weber recovers his own fumble there. Thought the Wildcats might have had it. They certainly thought they did, but Weber just manages to hang on to it. Might have gained half a yard there. Still essentially 2nd and 10 as the Wildcat defense nearly turned it over there. Couldn't quite get on the ball before the Kee Hawks recovered their own fumble. Kee Hawks in the huddle. Break the huddle, come out for the 2nd and 10 play. Got a receiver split out to the right. Weber goes under center. Hill's behind him. Weber takes a snap. He's going to throw. Clean pocket. Gets rid of it. Nice pass down the field. He's wide open. Coda's there. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the end zone. He beat Rickles down the right sideline. And nearly gets it into the end zone. Couldn't quite punch it in. Rickles made a touchdown saving tackle there inside the 10, close to the 5. It's going to be inside the 5, right about the 3. First and goal, ball spotted at the 3. As the Wildcat defense gives up another big play there, as Weber had a nice clean pocket. Was able to sit back, get rid of it, and get a nice pass down the sideline. Ball to 3, first and goal. Wildcat defense looking to hold strong here in this goal line defense situation. Weber keeps it himself. He drives forward. He's close. Looks like he's going to be a yard short. Nearly punched it in. Damon Weber, he's their quarterback, but he likes to keep it himself. Showed that a lot on film. He's showing it a lot tonight as well. Looks like they're going to be all the way up to the 1-yard line. So Kee Hawks ball, 2nd and goal, spotted at the 1. Just 3 feet away from the end zone here are the Kee Hawks. They're going to go in the I formation again. Weber under center, Hill behind him. Takes a snap, keeps it himself. Being pushed from behind by Hill, he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown Kee Hawks as they extend their lead. Damon Weber punches it into the end zone for the score. And the Kee Hawks extend their lead. They lead at 22-0 here, 2:25 to go in the first, and the 2-point conversion yet to come. So a fast start here for the Kee Hawks. This is the exact score it was at the end of the first quarter last week, 22-0. They're going to line up in the I formation for the 2-point conversion. Weber's going to take it. He's going to look to throw. Benton's in his face. He gets rid of him. Rolling to the right. He's going to fake it. Throws it again. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good. Looks like that was Dalton Dybert on the reception. And the Kee Hawks punch it in. 2-point conversion good. With 2:25 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Kee 24, Central City 0. So the Kee Hawks have started fast here tonight. They had the long passing touchdown in one of their first plays of the night. Then they returned the punt for a score, and they were just able to punch in that quarterback sneak there on the previous possession. 24-0. As the Wildcats already back onto the field to return the ensuing kickoff. Again, Jack Kramer back at his own 5-yard line to return it. This is the home opener for the Wildcats here, the 2021 season. They'll be on the road again next week before returning home the week after that. Kee Hawks will send it away. Dalton Dybert set to kick it off again for Kee. Kramer set up at his own 5 as Dybert gets set to kick it away. Dybert's kick on the way. Pretty good kick. It's going to be fielded by Kramer at the 10. Loses it. Ball's on the ground. Picks it up. He's past the 15. Still going to the 20. Wrapped up. Nice tackle there by Jacob Rolfs of the Kee Hawks. Kramer had a nice little return before Rolfs met him and stopped him in his tracks. So the Wildcats will get possession of the ball. Looks like just shy of the 20. They're going to spot it at the Wildcats 19. They'll have it first down and 10. So the Wildcats break the huddle. They're going to split out one receiver to the left. Closer in by himself in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, going to fake a handoff. He's going to take off. He's met in the backfield and taken down right away. Keyhawk defenders were right there. Looks like Hill and Jalen Drape was the other defender back there for Kee. As they're going to lose one on the play. We might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, so we'll call it no gain. 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 19. A couple of Wildcats come on and off the field for the 2nd and 10 play upcoming here. Clock rolling down, 1:50 to go in the first quarter as the Keyhawks lead it 24-0. Klosterman in the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to the right. Klosterman's going to throw. Pressure in the pocket, trying to get rid of it, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. There was just nowhere to go with it. He took the snap and was met with pressure right away. Not sure if he had any open receivers down the field, but it didn't really matter. There was just no time for him to do anything with it. As they're going to be back to about the 14-yard line. Loss of 5 on the play. As Klosterman's taken down for the sack. 3rd and 15 from the 14-yard line for Central City. They come up to the line of scrimmage here. 3rd and 15. Hansen and Klosterman both in the shotgun. It's going to go to Yoder. He takes the direct snap, fighting his way forward. Got a couple. Not much room there for Yoder as can't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it a gain of 3, or maybe 2. It's going to be 4th and long as the Wildcats are going to have to punt it away once again. Hansen's going to snap, and it looks like Aiden Klosterman's going to punt it away again. Tyson Cota back deep to return. He sent the last one back to the house. Wildcat punt team will have to be better this time. Another high snap, but manageable. Klosterman high, short kick. Might not even get to midfield. Bounces at the 39 and goes right out of bounds. And that is where they're going to give him an extra yard. They'll give it to the 40. Keyhawks will take over 1st and 10 from midfield. So Kee forces another Wildcat punt. And the Keyhawks will get the ball 1st and 10 from midfield. Wildcat defenses looked good on a couple of plays, but they've just gotten beat by the long downfield passes. It's been the right sideline. They've just had receivers sneak open down the right sideline, and nobody's been there. And it's resulted in a touchdown and one pass that set up a touchdown 2 plays later. Some last-minute subbing here for the Keyhawks as Dybert runs back onto the field. They break their huddle. 1st and 10 from midfield. They got 2 receivers split out to the left, to the right. Weber takes a snap. He's going to throw. Rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Still looking, still rolling. He's going to be taken down, or he's going to fight forward for a couple of yards. They had him there for a second, but he fought forward for not a bad gain there, considering the play. He was rolling to the right, looking for anything downfield. Nothing was there. Just tucked it and ran. Gained about 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Got it into Wildcat territory. We'll call it the 37-yard line. As that is going to be the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Through 1 quarter of play, our scores, Kee 24, Central City 0. So while we're on the quarter break here, I'll go ahead and give it a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So the Wildcat defense back out on the field to start quarter number 2 here. As it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the Wildcats 37. Keyhawks will have possession. Just waiting on the Keyhawks to come out here to start quarter number 2. Keyhawks running back out on the field to start quarter number 2 here. They'll have possession of the ball 2nd down and 7 from the Wildcats 37-yard line. They break the huddle. Looks like they're going to split one receiver out to the right. Weber goes under center. Weber takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. Hill on the carry. He's got a little bit of room. He's past the 25. Going to be taken down just shy of the 20. It's going to be 1st down and more for Buddy Hill on the carry. Looks like you're going to be past the 25 up to about the 23-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Keyhawks. Buddy Hill just took the handoff and just got his legs churning, found a little bit of room, and managed to find some holes in that Wildcat defense. Got a 1st down and more up to the 24-yard line, where the Keyhawks have a 1st down and 10. I formation here for the Keyhawks. Weber under center. He's going to give it to Dibert, and there's nobody there. One man there beats him. Or correction, that was Reams. Landon Reams, the ball carrier. As he picks up a 1st down, there was just one man to beat. Jack Kramer was there as a free safety to save the touchdown. But it is going to be 1st and goal. Ball inside the 10 up to about the 7, we'll call it. The Keyhawk offense threatening again. The Keyhawks come up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal from the 7 as they're going to go in the I formation. Weber under center, Hill and Reams behind him. It's going to be a handoff to Reams again. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to be taken down. Looks like inside the 5. Up to maybe the 4-yard line. Reams brings it up to the 4. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line here for the Keyhawks. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Keyhawks lead at 24-0. And they are deep inside Wildcat territory again, threatening to score. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. We got a receiver split out to the right. That is Coda. Weber under center, Hill behind him. Weber takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Hill. Hill's going to fight his way forward. He punches it into the end zone for the Keyhawks touchdown. Buddy Hill, fullback for the Keyhawks, just took the ball, punched his way forward, powered through a couple of Wildcats, and fought his way into the end zone as the Keyhawks lead it 30-0 here with the 2-point conversion yet to come. Keyhawks running onto the field for the 2-point conversion attempt. A couple receivers coming off at the last second. Keyhawks come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go in the I formation for this 2-point conversion. Weber under center. Takes a snap. He's going to throw. Rolling to his right. Puts it up there. It's going to be caught. Did he get a foot down? I think he did. And he did. That is going to be caught by, looks like, Dibert for the 2-point conversion. Weber connects with Dalton Dibert. And with 9:46 remaining in the 2nd quarter, Keyhawks lead it 32-0. Wildcats just haven't been able to slow down the Keyhawk offense, whether it's big chunks of yardage through the air or just powering rushing game on the ground. Keyhawks offense the Wildcat defense hasn't found an answer for the Keyhawk offense yet. They'll look to get the offense going here on this next possession as Jack Kramer's back deep to return for Central City. Keyhawk kick team running onto the field. Dalton Dibert's going to be set to kick it off. Jack Kramer's going to set up at his own 10-yard line to take the kick. Keyhawk kick team spreads out. Dibert gets set to take his approach as the Wildcats going to look to get something going here on offense. Dibert sends it away. It's on the ground. Low kick, rolling over to the right sideline, picked up. I believe that is Prusman. He's going to run it back. He's just shy of the 30 before he's wrapped up, taken down. There is a flag on the play. Thrown in by the referee along the right sideline. We'll just wait for the call. He's talking with the head official. Waiting for the call here from the ref. Wildcat offense making their way onto the field. It's going to be a face mask called against the Keyhawks. And that's going to drive the ball all the way past midfield. Still marching it. Going to spot it at the, looks like the 36-yard line. So good field position to start here for the Wildcats. Certainly their best field position of the night. They'll take it 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Key 36. So they're going to start in Keyhawks territory as they run up to the line for this 1st and 10 play. Just waiting for the chain gang here. They've got it set as Klosterman and Hansen both in the shotgun. Snap's going to go to Hansen. He'll keep it himself. Past the line of scrimmage, fighting his way forward. Gained a couple there, not too much. Keehawk defense swarms on him before he can get any farther. Call that a gain of 3 past the 35 up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. So ball spotted at the 33, 2nd down and 7 as the Wildcat offense comes up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. Hansen takes it. He's going to hand it off. Klosterman running to the left sideline. He's past the 30, still going past the 25, past the 20. Going to be taken down inside the 15. Aiden Klosterman took the handoff from Hansen, found some room along the left sideline and made it all the way down close to the 15. Looks like he went out of bounds right about the 18-yard line. So Wildcats inside the 20, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Keehawks 20-yard line. Wildcats up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Kee 18. Low snap. Hansen handles it. Got a little bit of room there. He's going to fight his way forward. Gained a couple. Jaden Hansen, the ball carrier, took the direct snap and took off with it. Looks like a gain of 1 was all. 2nd down and 9. As the ball is going to be spotted at around the 17-yard line. So 2nd and 9, ball from the 17 as the Wildcat offense makes the way up to the line of scrimmage. Got a receiver split out to the right. Kramer there. Klosterman takes a snap. Makes a couple moves. He's going to be taken down in the backfield for a loss as one of the Keehawks lost his helmet. Klosterman lost at least 1 there. Looks like forward progress is going to hold it to just a loss of 1. It's actually going to bring him all the way back to the 19. So just a loss of 1 there. As it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line of the Keehawks. Hansen runs in from the sideline to bring in the play call. Wildcats have kind of shied away from the pass game tonight, only thrown a couple. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and long. 2 receivers split out to the left, 1 to the right. Hansen all by himself in the shotgun. That's definite throwing situation here. Hansen's going to get rid of it. Throw is going to be incomplete, intended for Lucas Greif, as the Keehawk defender just closed in on the ball. And that's going to be 4th down and 10. Ball spotted at the 19.
Brings up 4th and 10 for the Wildcats on the 19-yard line.
So 4th and 10 here as the Wildcat offense huddles up. Hansen bringing in the play call from the sideline. 4th down and 10 as it's going to be Hansen in the shotgun. Got a receiver. 1 to the right, 3 to the left. Hansen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pass rush right there. He's going to take off. He's got some room. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Jaden Hansen found a little bit of space, and that was all he needed. Was not a designed run. Hansen was going to throw. The Keehawk defense swarmed in on him, but they left a wide open hole right up the middle. Hansen took it all the way for the 19-yard touchdown run, and the Wildcats are on the board. 32-6 our score as they will attempt a 2-point conversion. Really heads-up play from the sophomore quarterback there. Didn't see anything downfield, saw the white jerseys closing in, found a hole up the middle, and brought it all the way home for the 19-yard score. Wildcats going to go for 2 here. Got Klosterman in the shotgun. They're going to switch up the offense. Everyone flipped from one side to the other, overloaded over to the right side. Kramer going to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Kramer on the right sideline. Cuts it up the middle, punches it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So really nice job there by the Wildcat offense to bounce back. They haven't gotten anything going tonight until then. So with the 2-point conversion, that makes our score 32-8. Wildcats trail it here with 7:14 to go in quarter number 2. Wildcats didn't find the end zone until the very closing moments of the game last week. Middle of the second quarter, they're on the board tonight. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going, as they will have to kick it away to the Keehawks now. Just a really heads-up play there by Hansen to find the end zone. Kramer cuts it up the middle on the 2-point conversion to punch it in. 8 points on the board for the Wildcats. They trail 32-8. So the Wildcat kickoff team making their way onto the field.
Wildcats
Keyhawks going to set up back deep. They've got Tyson Coda is one of the two Keyhawks back there. Braden Rickles set to kick off. Again, Connor Clark right next to him. Rickles takes his approach. It's actually going to be Clark. Clark sends it away. It's going to be fielded by one of the front linemen for the Keyhawks. So I mentioned they send two back as if either one of them could kick it. They haven't done it until that point, but right there, Connor Clark actually comes up and kicks it away. Ball was fielded by one of the front linemen there for the Keyhawks. Looks like Tom Trondle was the one that got it for Kee. They're going to set up 1st and 10 from their own 35. So it was almost like an onside kick there from Clark, as Trondle actually had to come up a little bit to get it. Ball spotted at the 35 where they will take over 1st and 10. Got a receiver split out to the right. Weber under center. Hill behind him. Weber's going to hand it off to Hill. He's taken down right away. Nice job there by the Wildcat defenders. Believe that was Greif that was in there first. They went low and just kind of tipped him up from the bottom. Gained a couple. Call that a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8, ball at the 37. Buddy Hill has done a nice job running the ball tonight for Kee. He's got some big chunks of yardage, but not that time, as the Wildcat defense was there right away. I formation here for the Keyhawks. As it's going to be a pass. Weber dropping back in the pocket. Pressure's there. He avoids it. Greif chasing after him. He's going to take off. He's past midfield. Taken down. Greif got there, as did Marcus Prusman. Gained a couple of yards. We'll call that a gain of 3 up to midfield. It was a great job by the Wildcats defensive line to get in there. They're actually going to give him another yard up to the 39-yard line of the Wildcats. 3rd and 4. They need the 35 for a 1st down. 6 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. 32-8 lead for the Keyhawks. Big 3rd down play here for the Wildcats. I formation for the Keyhawks. Weber under center. Takes the snap. Going to pitch it out to Reams. He's going to have the 1st down and more. Still going on the sideline. Be just shy of the 15-yard line. As Reams took it down the left sideline. And looks like he's going to get it up to close to the 15. We'll see where they do officially spot it. Or rather the 25-yard line. They're actually going to sped it back to the 28. Didn't get quite as far as I thought.
1st and 10 for the Keyhawks at the 28-yard line.
So Kee has it. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 28. They have a 3-back formation where it's going to be a low snap. Weber just falls on it. And they're going to lose a couple there, but they maintain possession. As the snap was too low for Weber to do anything with it. As just had to fall on it to save possession. That'll march him back close to the 32-yard line. 2nd and about 13 here for the Keyhawks. Wildcat defense going to look to get a stop here on 2nd and long. Keyhawks in the I formation. Going to be a pass play. Steps up in the pocket, gets rid of it. Hill can't quite hang on to it. Had a hand there, but it's going to fall incomplete. Buddy Hill, the intended receiver.
That'll be 3rd and 14 for the Keyhawks.
As it's going to be 3rd down and about 13 here. Ball spotted at the 29 or the 31-yard line of the Wildcats. Keyhawks break the huddle. Come up to the line for the 3rd and long play. Wildcat defense going to look to get a big stop. I formation for the Keyhawks. Weber's going to throw. Looks to get rid of it. Sends it down the field. It's going to be caught. Dybert looking all over the place for the ball, and he's going to find it, catch it, and get into the end zone for the touchdown. Damon Weber connects with Dalton Dybert down the left sideline, and it's going to go all the way for a score. Dybert was open down the sideline. He was looking all over the place, turned his head several times trying to find it, finally did find it just in time, and he's going to bring it all the way home for the score. 38-8 our score here. as the Keyhawks get set to attempt the two-point conversion. Keyhawks extend their lead here as they get set for the two-point conversion attempt. Keyhawks can go with a three-back formation. Weber has a back to either side of him. Takes a snap. He's going to roll left. Looks like he's going to take off. Stiff arms a man, but he just grabs the ankles. Nice job there. I believe that was Prusman. Prusman was the first one there. Just shot up and tried to take him down. He was stiff-armed to the ground. Didn't give up on the play. Wrapped him up around the ankles, and that is enough to take him down. Two-point conversion, no good. So with 4:48 remaining in the second quarter, our score, Key 38, Central City 8. So Wildcat defense had them backed up for a 3rd and long. But again, the pass game beats the Wildcats as they find the end zone through the air. Kick return team back out there for the Wildcats. Jack Kramer going to get set deep to return. Keyhawk kickoff team making their way back out on the field as well. As Dalton Dybert going to kick it off again. He was the one that just caught the touchdown pass. He'll send it away here. Kramer set up at the 10-yard line. As the Keyhawk kickoff team splits out, Dybert gets set to send it away. Taking his approach, kicks away. It's a pretty good one. Going to be fielded by Prusman, just shy of the 20. Making his way up to the 25, where he's going to be taken down. They made sure he wasn't going to get any further than that. As the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to spot it past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
Prusman is brought down on the 26-yard line. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
So the Wildcat offense comes up to the line. Keyhawk defense is not ready. They just get set up at the last second. Hansen takes a snap, hands off to Klosterman. Trying to find some room along the left sideline. He finds a little bit of room. Going to be down just shy of the 35. Not a bad run there by Klosterman on 1st down. Not a bad run there by Klosterman. Didn't look like there was much room, but he did manage to find some. It's going to be past the 30 to at the 32-yard line, where we'll call that 2nd down and 4. Hansen brings in the play call as the Wildcat offense looks to keep the ball moving here. We've got 4:30 remaining here in the second quarter. We've got a receiver split out to the right. Klosterman now also splitting out right. He was next to Hansen. Now Hansen's all by himself in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Got a pretty clean pocket, gets rid of it. Rickles, the intended receiver. It's going to be off his fingertips, incomplete. He was double covered, but there was some room in there for him to make the catch. Had to reach out for it. Couldn't quite bring it in, just off his fingertips. It's going to be incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd down and 4. So 3rd and 4, ball at the 32-yard line. As the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage for the 3rd down and 4. Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. Yoder's going to take it. It's on the ground. It's loose. I think the Wildcats may have gotten back on top of it, but we'll have to see here. Looks like it was recovered by the Wildcats, but that will back them up for 4th down. Back to the 29-yard line. As I think the Wildcats are going to have to punt it away once again. As the punt team's on the field for Central City. Klosterman set to punt. Tyson Cota is going to go back deep to return for the Keyhawks. Man in motion to the right. Klosterman takes a snap. He gets it away. It's a pretty good punt. Going to be fielded by Cota just shy of the 25. Making his way up to the 30. Still going along the sideline past midfield, and he can go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot it right at midfield. As Hansen took a big hit there when he was looking to go make the tackle. Not a bad return there by Tyson Cota of the Keyhawks. As it looks like they're going to spot it right at midfield, where the Keyhawks will take over 1st down and 10 from the 40. Keyhawks lead it 38-8 here with 3.5 to go in quarter number 2. As Jason Rose runs onto the field for the Wildcats at the last second. Looks like they only had 7. Keehawk offense breaks the huddle. They're going to go in the I formation. Weber under center. Hill and Reams behind him. Takes a snap. He's going to be handed off to Reams. Not much there for him, just a couple, as the interior line there for the Wildcats met him early. So Landon Reams with a gain of 2 on first down for Kee. We're going to call that 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the Wildcats' 38-yard line. Keehawks break the huddle. 2nd and 8 just past midfield. Staying in the I formation. Weber takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to, not sure who the ball carrier was that time. It was not Reams. Looks like it's going to be Carter Goatsinger on the carry. His first time touching the ball tonight. He gains 2 there on 2nd down. It's going to get up to the 36-yard line where it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Wildcat defense does a good job on those opening 2 run plays of stopping them from getting the big yardage. Just 2 on each of them. 3rd down and 6 here as the Keehawks come up to the line of scrimmage for the 3rd and 6th play. Still in the I formation. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Weber's got a 1st down and more. Still turning his legs. Going to be just past the 25 before he's stopped for the tackle. Wildcat defense couldn't stop the quarterback keeper there from Weber, as he's going to get up to the 25-yard line. More than enough for a 1st down. It'll be a fresh set of downs for Kee. Keehawks just pounding it down the Wildcats' throat here in the ground game, as the Wildcat defense will need to stiffen up here against the run. 1st and 10 in the I formation are the Keehawks. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Reams. It's on the ground. We'll see who got it. I think the Wildcats did. Waiting for the signal here from the official. And the Wildcats did get it. Wade Yoder came out of the pile with it. Nice job there by the Wildcat defense. I don't think Reams ever really took a clean handoff. Ultimately just couldn't secure the ball. It comes out and the Wildcats are going to take over. We've got 1:49 to go here in the 2nd quarter as the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. Hanson running into the huddle as the Wildcats start their new possession, trying to get on the board here before halftime. Just a couple minutes to go. Wildcats break the huddle. We got a receiver split out to the left, to the right, 2 split out to the left. As Greif's going to motion over to the left side, we got a flag on the play before the snap. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Wildcats. That'll march them back 5. And that'll be 2nd down and 15, or excuse me, 1st down and 15. It's going to bring the ball back to about the, call that the 17-yard line, as they've got 1st down and 15 after the false start penalty. Again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Greif splits out all the way to the left sideline. Hanson the shotgun. He takes a snap. Looking to throw. Got some pressure. Tries to get out of there. He's going to be taken down for a sack. As that was, looks like Kai Timmerman was the one that got back there for the Keehawks. And it's going to be 2nd and very long here for the Wildcats. Ball all the way back to their own 10-yard line. Officially 2nd down and 23 as we've got under 90 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Wildcats break the huddle. 2nd and very long after the penalty and the sack. Hanson and Klosterman both in the shotgun. Looks like Klosterman's going to take it. Looks to find a hole. Met right there by Weber, and he's going to be taken down. Not much of anything there for the Wildcats. As looks like we may have a timeout on the field. Looks like Kee is going to be charged with their first timeout of the night. Got 2 remaining here for them in the 2nd half, or excuse me, in the 1st half. We've got 1 minute to play here in the 2nd quarter. Our score, Kee 38, Central City 8. And while we've got some time here, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So a 30-point lead here for the Keehawks with 1 minute to go here in the first half. Kee called the timeout, potentially wanting to punch in another score. Another score would put them in running clock as they lead by 30. Another point would put another touchdown would put them at least 36. That would be enough for the running clock. As the Wildcats come back out onto the field here for third and very long. Ball spotted at the 10. They need to get all the way up to the 33-yard line for a first down. 3rd and 23 here for the Wildcats from their own 10. We've got 2 receivers split out to the left, 1 to the right. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw, gets rid of it. He's going to take off. He's going to be taken down almost right away. May have gained a couple, but not much. It's going to be 4th and very long for the Wildcats, as we'll see if Kee decides to call another timeout. And that is the case. Kee is going to use their second timeout of the half, 1 remaining. With 55 seconds before halftime, our score still Kee 38, Central City 8. So Kee apparently really wants to get another score on the board here before we go to the halftime break. They've used their first 2 timeouts. They've got 1 remaining. As, like I said, we've got under a minute to go here in half number 1. The Wildcats, before their first play of this possession, they had a false start, which knocked them back 5. And then Hansen was taken down for a long sack, which knocked them back a bunch more. They've got 4th, and we'll call it 22, ball at the 11, it looks like. So Coda's going to go back deep, presuming the punt. Aiden Klosterman looks like he's going to set up to take the snap from Hansen to send it away. Wildcats like to put a person in motion here on the punts. We'll see if they do it this time. Nope, no motion there as Klosterman takes a snap, sends the punt away. It's a pretty decent one. Coda fields it past midfield, going over to the right sideline past the 30, still going past the 25, going to be taken out of bounds. Just past the 25-yard line. We'll see where they do decide to spot it. Wasn't a bad punt for Klosterman, but it was fielded right away by Coda, just past midfield. Pretty solid return, sets the Keehawks up nicely here with 45 seconds remaining before halftime. They're going to get it first down and 10, ball spotted at the 25. So 45 seconds here for Kee to see if they can punch it in again. Wildcat defense will try to hold them off the board and just get to the locker room. Keehawks come up to the line of scrimmage. They've got 2 receivers split out to the left. Weber under center. Takes a snap. He's going to throw. Looking downfield. It's going to be a screen past the hill. He catches it. Up to the 25. Still going to the 20. Breaks a tackle to the 15. Still going to the 10. He's going to be taken out of bounds. Fights his way forward for a couple more. It's going to be 1st and goal. Looks like he just got towards the 5-yard line. It was a perfectly designed screen pass there by the Keehawks. Weber just dropped back. Looked like he was going to throw deep downfield. Found Hill just behind the line of scrimmage. As he fights his way forward all the way to about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. 34 seconds on the clock. As I believe he went out of bounds to preserve the clock. It won't run until the ball is snapped. Keehawks line up in the I formation. It's going to be a pass play. Weber dropping back. He's got a clean pocket, gets rid of it. Pass is going to be caught by Coda. Touchdown Keehawks as they get on the board again before halftime and extend their lead over the Wildcats. They lead at 44-8. 2-point conversion yet to come. And that should put us in running clock for presumably, unless the Wildcats can get back on the board, then it would stop. But until the Wildcats score again, we will be on running clock. Keehawks coming back onto the field for the 2-point conversion attempt. They break the huddle. Going to go with a 3-back formation. Weber with a back to either side. Takes a snap, going to keep it himself, runs it up the middle, fights his way forward into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Keehawks extend their lead, and with 28.7 seconds remaining in the second quarter, our score, Keith 46, Central City 8. So the Keehawks extend their lead before halftime. Seemed almost like their goal was to get running clock before we reached halftime, and they did manage to do that. So we'll have running clock here for the final 28 seconds of this first half and then into the second half. So we've nearly reached halftime here as the Wildcats will get the ball one more time before we do. Kick return team out onto the field for the Wildcats. The same can be said for the Keehawks kickoff team. Dalton Dybert again getting it set up to kick it off. Jack Kramer is going to return it for the Wildcats. He's set up at about his own 12. Dybert set to send it away for the Keehawks. Kramer set up at his own 11-yard line to take the kick. Kickoff is on the way. It's on the ground. Takes a couple bounces. Still going. Kramer trying to run over there and get it. He picks it up at about the 15. Going to fight his way forward close to the 20 before he's taken down. As we may not even see another play here before halftime as the clock will continue to run because of the continuous clock. Wildcat offense hustling onto the field. I think they want to get another play out before we reach halftime. 5 seconds and counting. They just come up to the ball. Looks like they just might get another play. 2 seconds, 1 second. Yoder takes it. He's going to fight his way forward for a couple. Taken down. And that will be the final play of half number 1. Through 24 minutes of football, our score, Kee 46, Central City 8. So the Wildcats hustling into the locker room for their halftime talk as the Keehawks make their way over underneath the goalpost. So the Wildcats going to go in the locker room to talk it over here at halftime. Again, our score 46-8 in favor of the Keehawks. The 15 minutes that started the tick off here for our halftime break. Keehawks had a fast start to the game and just haven't slowed down. They scored on one of their first plays of the night on a play action pass down the right sideline. A punt return touchdown, or a safety before that, and then another punt return touchdown added to their score, and they just have not slowed down. So here at halftime, again, Kee leads at 46-8. As I planned on before the game started, I planned on giving some updates of games around the district. Of course, here in 8-man District 5, Wildcats and Keehawks both a member of. As this is the beginning of district play across 8-man. As last week and week 0, if anybody decided to play, a couple teams, I think Midland was the only team in our district that did. Or I think Kalamazoo-Wheatland also may have. Regardless, district play starts tonight after maximum of 2. Most teams only had 1 non-district contest. So around the district, we have Springville taking on Edgewood-Colesburg tonight at Allison Field in Springville. Both teams enter that game 0-1. The Riverhawks of Easton Valley are hosting the Central Elkader Warriors. Warriors and Riverhawks also both enter 1-0. And the Kalamazoo-Wheatland Warriors are at Midland taking on the Eagles. And the third game of the year for both teams, as both teams determined to play a week 0 game. Again, planned on giving a little bit of a roundup of what's going on around the district before the game, but obviously technical difficulties said otherwise. Wasn't able to bring you guys any pregame coverage. So again, I do apologize for that. Certainly not what we wanted to have happen, but things happen where we fought our way around it, and bringing you the game here tonight. I'm happy to be doing so. I'm going to try to give some score updates from around the district, as it looks like all 3 games have places where you can check in on the score. So like I said, there's 3 other games around the district. An 8-team district, 4 games between 2 teams. So Easton Valley, looks like they're at halftime of their game. Big lead at halftime for the Riverhawks over the Central Elkader Warriors. At halftime over there in Preston, the Easton Valley Riverhawks lead the Elkader Warriors 48-0. Just another dominant showing from the Riverhawks They're going to be a contender for sure in the district. I'd say they're favored to win, in my opinion. Looked like the Cedar Rapids Gazette actually gave that nod to the Kee Hawks, who we're taking on here tonight. Certainly Kee, no slouch in their own right. They've looked good here tonight. They've showed a lot more of the pass attack that didn't really see last week in their shortened game against the West Central Blue Devils. We've also got the Springville Orioles, like I said, hosting the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings. See if I can get a score update on that one. So if their scoreboard is correct here on their live stream, they're still in the first quarter over there in Springville. Edco holds a 28-16 lead, although Springville is driving. Looks like a good game over there in Springville. Allison Field hosts to a competitive game here tonight between the newly acquired 8-man team Edgewood-Colesburg, down from 11-man, and 8-man, a team that's been an 8-man for several years, the Springville Orioles. And I'll see if I can get a score update here also between the Midland and Cal Week game. Looks like no score update available from the Midland and Kalamazoo-Wheatland game. My apologies for that. But again, the fourth and final district game here in 8-man District 5 between the Kalamazoo-Wheatland Warriors in Midland taking on the Eagles. So about 10 minutes to go here in the halftime break, as it's a big lead here for the Kee Hawks against the Wildcats. And the only official poll I've seen ranking the teams in 8-man District 5, I saw the Kee Hawks were picked to finish number 1. The Riverhawks of Easton Valley were picked to finish number 2, both of which would make the playoffs in that case. Kee is clearly a pretty good team here based on what we've seen tonight. Riverhawks also a solid team, and both teams dominating their games. So definitely the two frontrunners so far in District 5 as the playoff hunt starts tonight, as games that count towards your playoff qualification begin tonight here with district play. So while we're at halftime here, I'll go ahead and take a look at what the Wildcat football team has coming up. Just game 2 of an 8-game regular season for the Wildcats. One non-district game, and then they will play everybody in their district once. As taking a look here at the Wildcat football schedule. My apologies, just waiting for it to load here. So, of course, tonight, September 3rd, at home against the Kee Hawks of Kee High School. Next week, the Wildcats will be back on the road over in Edgewood, taking on the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings. Our first time, as far as I'm concerned, taking on Edco, as they are brand new to 8-man this year. Wildcats will come home September 17th, where they will host the Midland Eagles. And then they will be back on the road for a nice long drive down to Preston to take on the Riverhawks of Easton Valley. Might be a tough one there. Riverhawks look to be a very solid team again this year, like they were the last couple of years. So that'll also be their homecoming game. So big chip on the shoulder of both teams, really. Wildcats looking to shock the Easton Valley Riverhawks. Imagine that, how much that would ruin their homecoming if the Wildcats managed to come in and pull off the win. That would be pretty awesome. And then October 1st, Wildcats will be back home for a pair of home games. They will take on the Springville Orioles. Of course, Tractor Bowl Trophy will be on the line. Orioles have had it for a couple of years now after being with the Wildcats for a couple of years. We'll look to take that back home here to Central City on October 1st in our homecoming game against the Springville Orioles. So stakes don't get too much bigger than that. Homecoming against Springville, Tractor Bowl Trophy on the line. Definitely looking forward to that one here in just under a month's time. Then on October 8th, it'll be senior night here in Central City against the Kalamazoo-Wheatland Warriors. That should be a good matchup against the brand new football program over there at Kalamazoo-Wheatland. Touched on it last week. The Warriors previously had a player sharing agreement with a local school over there in the area. Well, how it turned out was that if they would have done the player sharing agreement this year with that school, they would have been bumped up from Class 3A to Class 4A. Of course, the other school had no interest in doing that. Cal Wheat decided to, instead of not letting their kids play football, decided to have a football program of their own, brand new this year, as we will be hosting them on October 8th for our senior night matchup here in Central City against the Calamus-Wheatland Warriors. And then we will conclude our regular season on October 15th over at Elkader City Park in Elkader, taking on the Central Elkader Warriors. They're the ones playing over in Preston right now, down 48-0. They did win their season opener last week, 30-28. Tight game there, but that'll be the Warriors senior night matchup. Final game of the regular season for the Wildcats, October 15th, taking on the Central Elkader Warriors. So that's what's coming up for the Wildcat football team here on the season. Looking ahead to what is in the future. We've got just over 6.5 minutes now before we put 3 minutes on the clock for the stretch period and then get back to play here for half number 2. Looking to see if I can get the volleyball schedule loaded up. Give a shout out to our girls and see what they have going on here as they get their season rolling. So I mentioned they started the year 1-1, taking a match against Cedar Valley Christian and falling to Waterloo Christian, and they triangular over at Waterloo Christian. They competed in the Cascade tournament on August 28th, where they lost to Beckman Catholic and Jessup, picked up wins over Anamosa and Central Elkader, and then lost to East Buchanan. They opened their home regular season against the Marquette Catholic Mohawks last night, September 2nd, and they got a straight sets win over Marquette, 3-0. So a huge shout out to our girls for that. They will be back in action tomorrow. It says they're set to play at the Midland tournament, hosted by Midland. It says they're scheduled for several games tomorrow. Supposed to be taking on Midland, Central Elkader, Lone Tree, and Cascade. Looks like 4 games on the docket for the Wildcats tomorrow morning in Midland. Game starting at 8:30 in the morning, scheduled to go all the way through 2:30 in the afternoon. Should be a good day of volleyball tomorrow for our girls, as they will then travel to Prince of Peace this coming week on the 9th of February, February of September. Got my months all mixed around here. They'll be taking on Prince of Peace. They'll go all the way over to Clinton. Nice 2-hour drive to take on Prince of Peace. That'll be on looks like Thursday, September 9th. They will also have an away game on the 16th of September. They'll be traveling to Springville High School before coming home for 2 home games in a row. On the 21st, they'll host Alburnett, and on the 23rd, they will host Starmont. So 2 straight home games there for the Wildcats later in the month. And then they will host Edgewood Colesburg on September 30th. They will travel to Maquoketa Valley on October 5th. And then in the final regular season game for the Wildcats, they will host the Northland Lynx coming up on October 7th. And that will be a home game for Central City. Senior night. It looks like it's also going to be a pink out game. At least that's what it says here on Varsity Bound. So your look over at the Central City Sports, what we've got going on. 4 minutes and counting here on the clock, as the Kee Hawks are back out onto the field, getting their stretches in. Wildcats also emerging from the locker room, going through the gate and onto the field here as they will get set for half number 2. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to give you some information pregame about a deeper look into these 2 teams. Didn't have a chance, but I've got a little bit of time here. I'll go ahead and tell you what I know about these 2 teams coming in. Obviously, 48-6, big lead for the Kee Hawks at this point, but Wildcats entered this one 0-1 after losing their opener to Lone Tree 38-8. Leading passer for the Wildcats last week was Jaden Hansen, the sophomore, completing 5 of 8 passes for 75 yards and a touchdown. Wade Yoder was the leading rusher last week for the Wildcats. He carried the ball 6 times for 28 yards. Klosterman had the most receiving yards, catching 1 pass for 33 yards, while Lucas Greif caught a pass for 19 yards and a touchdown last week in Lone Tree. Hansen and Klosterman both finished with 5 tackles. Luke Birds also had a nice game, finishing with 4 tackles, as well as a team-high 1.5 sacks. Coming into tonight's game, Damon Weber hadn't done much in the passing game. He was 0 for 2 is all he had attempted for passes, but that's clearly changed tonight. He also led the team in rushing last week, carrying the ball 9 times for 64 yards. Buddy Hill ran the ball 6 times for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns for Kee last week. And he also led the team in tackles with 3.5. That's some of the information I planned to bring to you in the pregame. Of course, like I mentioned, things didn't work out. So I'm just telling you a little bit more about what I knew coming into this game there for both sides. So both teams are out onto the field doing some team stretches here, getting loose, getting ready for half number 2. And while I've got a chance here, let me go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. From your first checking account to your first car, first mortgage to retirement, and all the money matters in between, Next Bank people relate because they're your people. They are in your community, sitting beside you at the kids' games, working local fundraisers, and shooting the breeze at the grocery store. Start building the banking relationship of a lifetime with Next Bank, conveniently located in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So like I said, huge shout out to Next Bank for all they do to support Central City athletics and the school as a whole. Of course, this broadcast coming to you live would not be possible without them. So cannot say enough thank you to Next Bank. So the clock ticking down now. Just over a minute. Believe another 3 minutes will be set for the stretch period. Although both teams look like they're ready to go, so we'll see. Wildcats will get the first crack at things here to begin the second half. They won the coin toss and deferred their choice to half number 2. Of course, the Keehawks then chose to receive, and therefore the Wildcats will get it here to start half number 2. Wildcat kick return team already making their way out on the field, so we may not see the extra 3 minutes added on. Keehawks have yet to take the field. 25 seconds and counting on the clock. So the Keehawks out onto the field. Looks like we're going to forego the 3-minute stretch period and just get back into it here. As looks like Dalton Dybert's going to send it away for the Keehawks. Jack Kramer's back deep for the Wildcats. He's going to set up at his own 14. As we get set to get underway here in half number 2. Dybert sets the ball. Breaks the huddle. Kickoff team spreads out across the field as we're set to go for the second half of play. Dybert takes his approach. Ball bouncing across the ground. Picked up by Greif past the 30. Still running it. Going to be still fighting his way forward. Nice job there by Greif. I thought he was going to be taken down. I was ready to say taken down shy of the 35. Just kept his legs churning across the 35. Not bad field position there for the Wildcats to get going here in half number 2. They will have their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10. Ball is going to be spotted right about the 37-yard line. So the Wildcat offense will look to get started early here. 11:52 on the clock as we're going to get set to go here. First offensive play of the half. Looks like, I believe, Klosterman in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. No room there as he's going to be taken down right away. Looked like he had a little bit of space as a couple key blocks were made, but there was just no room there as the defense swarmed in and took him down. Going to be a loss in the play, pretty sizable one. Back to about the 28. Loss of about 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 14. Ball all the way back to, I believe, the 33-yard line. Misspoke there. My apologies. 2nd and 14 from the 33. Klosterman in the shotgun. Bird split out to the left. Klosterman hands off to Kramer, going along the left sideline. Cuts it back up the middle. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, be taken down just shy of midfield. And that's going to set up 3rd and long here for the Wildcats. Looks like he gained a couple of yards there. Got it up to about the 37 or so. Maybe the 38. It's going to be 3rd down and 9, a couple yards shy of midfield as the Wildcat offense comes up to the line. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Hanson in the shotgun. Greif splits out all the way to the right sideline. Hanson takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pressure's there. He's going to take off. He's got some room. He's going to have a first down and more. Still going to the 30. Still the 25. He's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. I think he will reach across. Depends on the spot. He'll be close to the 20-yard line. Really nice job there by Hansen to make something out of nothing and scramble down the field. He's going to get all the way to the 20. Wildcats will have it in Key territory. 1st and 10. Ball spotted from the 20-yard line. Wildcats had it 3rd and 9. Hansen had a lot of pressure in his face, but managed to get rid of it and get down the field. They'll set up here 1st and 10 from the Key 20. Hansen and Klosterman both in the shotgun. Snap's going to go to Klosterman. He's going to look for some room. Little bit of room there. He's fighting his way forward. Nice job there by Klosterman to keep his legs churning. Looked like he gained almost 5 yards on the carry. I think they're going to give him 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. They're going to spot it right about the 16-yard line. Maybe actually closer to the 15, so we'll call that 2nd down and 5. Good job there on 1st down by Klosterman. He was met early by a couple of Key Hawk defenders. He just kept his legs churning, fought his way all the way for a gain of 5. So not a bad job there by Klosterman on 1st down. Wildcats back up to the line. 2nd and 5 from the 15. Klosterman and Hansen again in the shotgun. Receiver split out to the left. Hansen's going to take it, bobbles it, picks it back up. He's running to the right sideline. Not much room there. He's going to be dragged down from behind by Kai Timmerman of the Key Hawks. Not sure if he gained anything there on that carry. Maybe got a half yard. It's still going to be 3rd down and 5. Ball spotted at the 15.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5 from Wildcats.
Klosterman and Hansen both hustle onto the field for the 3rd and 5 play. They need the 10 for a 1st down. As the Key Hawks lead at 46-8 here, with about 8.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcat offense up to the line. Receiver split left. Hansen's now going to split out to the left. Klosterman all by himself in the shotgun. Klosterman takes a snap. We got a flag. Looks like we got a false start called against the Wildcats. That's a tough one. Instead of 3rd and 5, they'll have 3rd and 10. Aiden's 5-yard run is wiped off the board. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line.
That will move the ball back to the 20-yard line for the Wildcats.
So just over 8 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter as the Wildcats will have 3rd and 10 now after the false start. Back to the 20. Wildcats hustle up to the line of scrimmage for the 3rd down play. They need the 10 for a 1st down. Receiver split out left. Same thing as before. Hansen splits out left from his place in the shotgun. Now it's going to be Klosterman all by himself. Takes a snap. He's going to pump fake. He's going to take off. Going to fight his way forward, but there's nothing there. May have actually lost the yard in the play, and it'll bring up 4th and long.
Klosterman keeps the ball. It's brought down.
Lost at least one. We'll see for the spot here. Call that a loss of 1. It'll be 4th down and 11. Ball back to the 21-yard line. And it's going to be 4th and long here for the Wildcats. They had 3rd and 5 until the false start penalty brought it back to 3rd and 10. And there was just nothing there for Klosterman to do. Designed run. He had a pump fake in there to try to fool the defense. But there was just no room there for him. And it's going to be a loss of 1, 4th down and 11. 2 receivers split out left, 1 to the right. Hansen in the shotgun all by himself. Hansen's going to take the snap. Looks to throw. Clean pocket. Now pressure's there. Gets rid of it. Nice pass down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Couldn't quite get it there. It was in between 2 receivers. Greif and Kramer both were almost there. But it was just incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs that the Key Hawks will take over 1st and 10. They will spot it at the 21-yard line of the Key Hawks. Looks like they're actually going to spot it at the... Nope, they corrected themselves. Had it at the 20, moved it up a yard to the 21. So 21-yard line there is where the Key Hawks will take over. Again, we are on running clock here, so the rest of this game will go rather quickly. Already got just over 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. As the Key Hawks come up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the 21. They're in the I formation. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Reams. He's fighting his way forward. He's going to gain a couple. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and medium. Got it to about the 25-yard line. Call that a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 from the 25. Ball is in Key Hawks territory after the Wildcats had it deep in the Key Hawks territory before they couldn't quite punch it in after penalties and negative plays ended their drive. I formation for the Keyhawks. Takes a snap. It's going to be handoff to Reams. He's got some room on the sideline. He's going to have a first down and just going to be taken out of bounds. Looks like just shy of the 35. And that is going to be enough for a first down here for the Wildcats. So ball's going to be spotted at the 33. So it's going to be first down and 10. Ball at the 33 of the Keyhawks as they come up to the line of scrimmage for the first down play. Again in the I formation, Weber under center. He's going to hand off to Goatsinger. He's going to try to spin out of a tackle. Spins his way forward for a couple of yards there on first down. As that'll bring up second down and medium. Gain of about 5. Up to the 37-yard line. So gain of 5 on first down. It'll be second down and 5. Key at their own 37. Reams and Weber jog into the huddle to bring the play call as Coda will jog off for the Keyhawks. Dybert split out right for the Keyhawks. Goatsinger also split out. Weber under center. Hill behind him. Takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Hill. He's got some room. He's still going, pushes a man off of him past the 30. He's still going to the 25. What a run there by Buddy Hill. A stiff arm and a lowering of the shoulder. Knocked down 2 Wildcat defenders. As he's going to bring it, depending on the spot, be close to the 25 it looks like. It's going to be the 24-yard line where the Wildcats will have it first and 10. So strong run there by Hill brings them a big first down. They'll have it first and 10 again from the 24-yard line as the Wildcat defense gets set for this first down play. Keyhawks up to the line of scrimmage. In the 3-back formation, Weber in the shotgun, takes a snap, loses it for a second, has it now. Wildcat defense is right there, going to take him down for a loss. Great job by the Wildcat defense to get him there, as that's going to bring him down for a pretty sizable loss. We've got just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball back to about the 26-yard line. As Weber kind of bobbled the snap there momentarily. By the time he handled it, there was several black jerseys right in his face, had nowhere to go. Ends up with a loss. As that'll bring up second down and about 13, maybe 12 here. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Receiver split out to the left for the Keyhawks. Weber under center, Hill behind him. We've got a timeout on the play, I believe. Keyhawks going to call their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining here in half number 2. And with 2:29 remaining in the third quarter, our score, Key 46, Central City 8.
2:29 remaining in the third quarter. Score is Key 46, Central City 8.
So while we're at a timeout here, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So the Wildcats back out onto the field after the timeout. Ball is spotted at the 26-yard line where the Keyhawks have it second down and 12. Keyhawks break the huddle, come out onto the line of scrimmage. They've got a receiver split out left. We've got a whistle here. It looks like Kramer's tying his shoe, so quick delay here. Shoes tied, and we're going to be set to go here. Second and 12 from the 26. Ball in Wildcat territory. Weber under center. Takes a snap, going to fake the pitch, hands it off to Reams on the inside. Breaks a couple tackles, still fighting his way forward. He's going to get close to the 20. I think they're going to spot it right around the 21-yard line. Not a bad run there by Landon Reams. As they fake the handoff to the fullback Hill, and then Reams was just cutting up close to the line of scrimmage. They handed it off to him, and he fought his way forward for a pretty decent gain here. Looks like up to the 22. It's going to bring up about 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. As the Wildcat defense looking to get a stop here on 3rd and long. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. I formation, or the third quarter. I formation for the Keyhawks. It's going to be a handoff to Reams again. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down. He's got just a couple more yards to go. He's going to punch his way into the end zone. We'll wait for the call, and he is in there for the score. Landon Reams, he broke through the line of scrimmage. There was only one Wildcat left. Hansen had a chance on the sideline, couldn't quite secure the tackle, and he fights his way into the end zone for the score. So the Keyhawks extend their lead now 52-8. 2-point conversion upcoming here for Kee. Keyhawks break the huddle. They've got a look I haven't seen from them yet tonight. They've got 2 receivers to either side. Weber by himself in the shotgun. Weber takes a snap. He's going to throw. Screen pass to Dakota, and he's stopped right in his tracks by Hansen. Nice job there by Jaden to come up and make the play. They were going with a double screen look. The Wildcats used that play pretty extensively, at least a couple of years ago. Keyhawks tried to take a play out of the Wildcats' old playbook there. It was unsuccessful as Hansen made the perfect read on it. Was up there to make the stop, and the 2-point conversion's no good. With 1:41 remaining in the third quarter, our score, Kee 52, Central City 8. Jack Kramer's going to be back deep to return for the Wildcats. As the Keyhawks just huddling up on their sideline before they come out onto the field for the kickoff. Keyhawks still huddling up on the sideline as the Wildcat kick return team ready to go. Keyhawks now take the field for the kickoff. Nearing the end of the third quarter here, as it's been all Keyhawks for pretty much all night. Dybert sets the ball. He'll set to kick it away. Kramer back deep. Prusman and Matt Klosterman on the second line. Christopher Greif standing at about the 27 as the lead blocker. Kickoff on the way. It's a low one. Greif tries to pick it up. He gets it. He's going to take off. Gets up to the 30. Still fighting. Looks like he's going to be taken down right about the 30-yard line. Good job by Christopher there to get what he could there as he's the lead blocker there for the kick returner Kramer. But the ball they've had some pretty short kicks tonight. Greif's had his kick return ability tested, and he's done what he needs to do, gotten some yards and held on to the ball. That's all you can really ask from a lead blocker like that. So good job there by Christopher. Ball's going to be up to the 30-yard line where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. Bird split out to the left. Looks like Klosterman in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Kramer. Kramer's in some trouble. He's going to look to find his way forward. He's going to be taken down for a loss, as the Keyhawk defense was there right away. Stifling Keyhawk defense. Takes him down. Looks like they're going to get a loss of 1 on the play. Be 2nd down and 11, ball at the 29-yard line. 30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. It's probably just time for one more play. Wildcats break the huddle. Kramer, I believe Kramer split out right, and somebody jumped. I'm not sure who moved first. There was movement from both sides of the line. Wildcats moved first. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Again, false start called against Central City. That'll back them up 5. And that'll be 2nd down and 16. Ball spotted at the 24. 10 seconds and counting. Hansen takes a snap. He hands off to Klosterman. Running up the field, trying to make some men miss. There's just too many guys there. Taken down for a short gain, if anything. And that should bring us to the end of quarter number 3 as all zeros hit the scoreboard. We've played 3 quarters of football here from Central City. Our score, Kee 52, Central City 8. So while we've got a break in the action here, I'll go ahead and give another shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as 12 minutes are set on the clock, we're going to get set to start quarter number 4 here in Central City. Kee Hawks with the commanding lead, 52-8. As the Wildcats and Kee Hawks both run out onto the field to begin quarter number 4. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 24-yard line.
3rd and 17 on the 24-yard line.
Third and long for the Wildcats, call it 3rd and 17. They need midfield for the first down. As Dedeker runs onto the field, 8 Wildcats out there now as they break the huddle. Got 2 receivers left, one to the right. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Looking left, gets rid of it. Birds is there. He catches it, but he falls to the ground right away. Late blowing the whistle there. Of course, in high school football, you touch the ground. Whether you're touched or not, you're down. And little odd play there. Very delayed whistle. But did come eventually. It's going to be, they're going to be just shy of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about 4th and 12, ball about the 28-yard line. As we'll see if the Wildcats punt here in this situation. Tyson Coda of the Kee Hawks is assuming that will be the case. He's back deep to return. Although Wildcats don't look like they're going to punt. They don't have anybody deep. They're just set up to play offense, and Coda now makes his way back up. Hansen in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, one to the right. Hansen's going to throw. Pressure's there. He's going to look to take off. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get the first down and more. Still fighting his way. Going to be taken down at the 35-yard line. Great job there by Hansen. Again, he's just making things happen on the ground. Looks like he's running a little gingerly there getting up. As took a little bit of a hit there on the sideline. Ball is going to be spotted at the Kee Hawks 35. As Hansen's had a few plays tonight where he's just made something out of nothing and gotten the first down on the ground. Looks like Hansen's going to come out for this play. As Klosterman's back in there for the Wildcats. Luke Birds is going to split out to the left. Again, ball at the Kee Hawks 35. Klosterman in the shotgun. Klosterman takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Kramer. He cuts it back up the middle. He's got a couple of yards. He's going to be just shy of the 30. Not a bad first down run there by Jack Kramer. As looks like they're going to spot it at the 31-yard line. So gain of 1 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 6. As they get new football in there. It's been raining all day here in Central City. Drizzling for most of the night. Field is just soaking wet. Trying to make sure they can get a dry ball in there as much as possible. So after the 4-yard run on first down, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the Kee Hawks 31 as Wildcats have possession. They break the huddle, come up to the line for this 2nd and medium play. Bird split out right. Klosterman in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. It's high. It's way back there, back to the 35. Kramer's going to fall on it as the snap was way over the head of Klosterman. Just nothing he could do about it. And that's going to bring him all the way back to the other 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 20. They need the opposite 25 for a first down. So snaps were a bit of an issue last week for the Wildcats. It hasn't been as much of an issue this week, but that one was well over the head of Klosterman. Even jumping to try to get it, he just couldn't do so. Kramer hustled his way back there to fall on it to at least maintain possession. That's going to be a big loss. 3rd down and 20, ball spotted at the 35 of the Wildcats, and they are going to use a timeout. A little confusion there, so they just want to make sure they are clear on what's going on here. So that's just the Wildcats' first of the half. They've got 2 left with 8:51 remaining in the 4th quarter. Kee leads it 52-8. And so the Wildcats, they had 2nd and medium, but the high snap sent them way back to their own 35-yard line. Now they've got 3rd down and 20. They need the Keyhawks 25-yard line for a fresh set of downs. They do at least have 2 plays to work with here, as it's just 3rd down. Just see what the Wildcats are able to do here on 3rd and long. Keyhawks have held a commanding lead all night, 52-8 our score right now. As it's a good team the Wildcats are facing tonight. Keyhawks are going to have a successful season, as they're just a few minutes away from moving to 2-0 on the year. As Wildcats and Keyhawks both back on the field, it's going to be 3rd down and 20, ball at the Wildcats 35. Klosterman in the shotgun. Bird split out right. Takes the snap. Looks like Kramer's going to throw. Gets it to Yoder. It's tipped. Yoder almost brought it in. Couldn't quite get there, as the defender guarding Yoder there on the pass play tipped the ball, but the pass from Kramer was almost caught by Yoder despite the tip. He just was right there. Couldn't quite seal it in to catch the pass. So it's going to be incomplete. 4th down and 20, and I think the Wildcats are bringing their punt team out here to send it away. Punt team out there. Aiden Klosterman going to go back to punt. Aiden standing in his own 25. Nobody's back deep for the Keyhawks. They got fooled last time. As Klosterman sends it away. It's a pretty good one, probably his best of the night. It's going to take a Keyhawk bounce. It's going to die right at the 20 where Matthew Klosterman picks it up, and we do have a flag. I think Klosterman took a hit after the punt. And he's still on the ground. I don't think he's hurt too badly, but we'll see. He's back on his feet. He's going to be all right. Believe we've got roughing the kicker there, as Klosterman was hit while he kicked it. It's going to be declined, it looks like. So the Keyhawks are just going to take over. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line after the roughing the punter penalty is denied by Coach Myers of the Wildcats. So the Keyhawks will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. And it looks like it's still going to be this first offense out there for the Keyhawks. They've still got their starters, as they lead at 52-8 here with just under 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Klosterman had some cramping issues last week. I think he's having some right now as well. He's being worked on by Beth over on the sideline. I mentioned he stayed down for a little bit there after the punt, but he's going to be all right. Just a little bit of cramping issues. As the Keyhawks break the huddle. Again, first teamer still out there for the Keyhawks. They're in the I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Reams. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down and more. Still going past midfield. He's got a chance to go all the way to the 30. Nobody's going to catch him, and he's going to bring it all the way home. Keyhawks score. Long run there by Landon Reams of the Keyhawks. 60 yards to the house. 58-8 our score. Key leads by 50 here. We've got 7:15 to go in the 4th, and they are going to get set to attempt the 2-point conversion here momentarily. Reams just took the handoff, and there was just nobody there. Won the foot race down the sideline and brought it in for the score. So ball spotted at the 3. Keyhawks come up to the line for the 2-point conversion attempt. Are they setting up? They may be setting up to take a free kick here. And they are. Dybert's kick is no good. I have seen that once in my life in person. They attempted a free kick. Just to explain, we haven't seen this as a regular football move since the days of leather helmets in the 1930s, pre-World War II. Dybert took the direct snap, and he drop-kicked it, bouncing it off the field, trying to kick it into the uprights for a extra point. Again, I've seen that once in my life in person. My sophomore year, we were playing Tripola here. They had a kid that could do it, and they did it a couple times as they kind of got the score up on us. They had a good team that year, managed to get several touchdowns, and after which they would attempt the free kicks. It's a little bit of a just kind of an unknown rule there deep inside the rule book. Doug Flutie was famous for doing it late in his career when he was with the Patriots. He sent in a free kick and made it as Bill Belichick just giggled on the sideline. Don't see a smile at him very often, but a pre-1930s NFL rule will do it, as it was an interesting thing there. Dybert couldn't put it in, but just kind of a fun thing to see there. Dybert set to kick off here. Just to clarify, the kick was no good. It was on a line drive, actually hit his own teammates in the back. Just interesting to even see him try it. It's a line drive kick again on the ground, picked up by Prusman. He's up past the 30, still fighting his way forward. He's going to be just shy of the 35. I think they're going to spot him at the 34. And that is where the Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10. They'll have it at their own 34-yard line. 7 minutes and counting here in quarter number 4. Keyhawks lead at 58-8. As the Wildcat offense will get set to go here. Wildcats break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like some second teamers in there on the defense for the Keyhawks. Mix of backups and starters. Snap's going to go to Klosterman. Correction, Prusman's going to take the snap. Not a bad run there by Prusman across midfield. Inching his way towards the 35. I think they're going to spot that at the 38. So good first down run there by Prusman. Will set up 2nd down and 3 from the from the 38-yard line. Nice first down run there by Prusman. We'll set up 2nd down and short. Again, Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. Correction, Hansen and Prusman. Prusman can't handle the snap. It's on the ground. Picked up at the 30. He's still going back to the 25. Now finally going forward. He's going to trip up over his own feet, it looked like. Going to be taken down at the 30. So again, the snap's a problem here, as Prusman couldn't quite handle it. Manages to lose a few less than he would have if he would have been taken down on first hit. Will still lose several yards back to the Wildcats' 30. We'll call that 3rd down and 14 as they need the Keyhawks 36 for a first down. Jason Rose just came into the game, so it's Hansen and Rose in the shotgun. Rose takes the snap. He's going to fight his way forward. He's going to gain about 4. Not a bad run there by Rose. He's going to get close to the original line of scrimmage. We'll call that a gain of 4 up to the Wildcat 34-yard line, where it will be 4th down and 10. It looks like the Wildcats are going to try to go for it here. Klosterman, their punter, still has not re-entered the game. As the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage, 4th down and 10, they need the Keyhawk 36 for a fresh set of downs. Rose and Hansen, the 2 in the shotgun. Snap's going to go to Hansen. He's going to roll left, looking to throw. Pressure right there. He gets out of the pressure. He's still looking. Pass is going to be dropped by Benton. Mackay was originally a blocker on the play. Hansen tried to throw it to him. He just was not expecting it at all. Incompletion. That is going to bring a turnover on downs. And we've got 4:15 and counting here in the 4th quarter as the Keyhawks will take over. So it looks like we may have a timeout on the field. So correction, no timeout on the field, but the entire Keyhawk team has left the field, and I think they were doing that because I believe they've just brought in their backups. So the second team offense all coming in here for the Keyhawks. They're going to line up in the I formation. Quarterback for the Keyhawks now is Dalton Mutterman. He's going to take the snap. Handoff goes to Goetzinger. He's got some room. He's still fighting his way forward past the 20. He's going to be dragged down at about the 15. That was Carter Goetzinger, junior running back for the Keyhawks, with a nice carry on first down. And they'll spot that at about the 16-yard line for the Wildcats, or excuse me, for the Keyhawks. We'll have it in Wildcat territory, 1st and 10 from the 16. Some last-minute subs here for the Keyhawks as they break their huddle. I formation here, Mutterman again under center. 2 backs behind him. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to the fullback. He's got some room, fighting his way forward. Not a bad run there. Looks like that was Hunter Peterson, the ball carrier for the Keyhawks. Peterson, a 5'11 junior. As he fights his way close to a first down, we'll call that a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd down in the short 2. Ball spotted at about the Wildcat 6. I formation again for the Keyhawks. It's going to be a pitch. Goatsinger out the ball carrier. Cuts it back inside. He's going to fight his way forward. May have gotten in. No, he's going to be a yard short as Matt Klosterman dragged him down just a yard shy of the end zone. Nice job of the younger Klosterman to get in there and make the tackle. So again, Carter Goatsinger, the ball carrier there. Gain of 5 from the 6-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 1 as they remain in the I formation. Mutterman under center. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. Nobody there. And Dalton Mutterman, a 5'10 freshman quarterback, runs it into the end zone for the score. As the Keyhawks extend their lead now 64-8. We've got a minute 55 to go in the 4th. We'll see if they go with a more conventional 2-point conversion or if they want to try the free kick again. Don't think they're planning on doing that. Couple subs coming in here for the Keyhawks, mixing things up a little bit. Coming up to the line of scrimmage, they're just going to run a 2-point conversion play here. As Mutterman takes the snap, he loses it, ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered by the Wildcats. The 2-point conversion is going to be no good. Nice hustle there by the Wildcats to fall on it. And with 1:55 remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Key 64, Central City 8. So the Keyhawks extend their lead there, that time with the second-team offense. Dalton Mutterman, the freshman quarterback, keeping himself and running it into the end zone for the score. 64-8 lead for the Keyhawks as we're nearing the end of this one. A minute 55 to go here in the 4th with running clock, so just a few more plays going to be run here in tonight's ball game. Keyhawks back onto the field to kick off. We'll see if they still have Dybert kicking or if they're going to have a backup kicker as well. I think they're going to have a new kicker. Looks like Andrew Colesrud will be kicking it off for the Keyhawks. Colesrud, a 5'6 sophomore. Jack Kramer again back deep to return. He's going to line up at about his own 13. Colesrud set to send it away for the Keyhawks. Kick on the way. Low line drive. Fielded by Greif again. He's past the 30. Still running up. Close to the 35. He's going to be taken down. I think they're going to spot him right at the 35. And that is where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. So Wildcats will have the ball 1st down and 10. They're actually going to spot it. Yep, they will spot it right at the 35. As I think we got some backups here for the Wildcats as well. Minute and a half to go here as looks like some younger kids are going to get a chance here for Central City. Then we've got Jason Rose, and I think Matthew Klosterman's to his right. Rose takes it, cuts it up the middle, got a little bit of room past midfield, going to be taken down just past midfield. What a block by Klosterman. Matthew Klosterman was the lead blocker there for Rose, and he drove the defender 5-10 yards down the field. Great hustle there by Klosterman, even though he wasn't getting the ball. Got to give props for that great block. Rose with a gain of about 6 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ball's going to be spotted just past midfield at the Keyhawks 39. 50 seconds and counting here in the 4th quarter. Again, Rose and Matthew Klosterman. It's going to be on the ground. Klosterman picks it up. He's going to be taken down for a loss. I'm not sure if it was just a bad snap or if it was intended for the fullback standing up between the backs and the line of scrimmage. But regardless, snap was on the ground. It's going to be a loss back into Wildcat territory about the 38. As we've got time for maybe one more play here. 25 seconds and counting. Probably just time for one more play. It's going to be about 3rd and 6 here for the Wildcats. Again, Rose and Klosterman. It's going to go direct handoff to the fullback. I'm trying to get a number on that. Believe that was Max Arthur. Yep, Max Arthur, the freshman there, taking the carry. It's going to be close to a 1st down. And the Wildcats call timeout with 4 seconds left in the game. They want to get off one more play. As it's going to be 4th and short, 4th and about 2 here after the timeout. We've got just 4 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Again, Keyhawks with a commanding 64-8 advantage here late in the game. Without the timeout, would have been the final play of the game, but the Wildcats decide they want to get one more play here with their young guys to get them some experience and take some snaps here at the varsity level. So with the win, the Keyhawks will move to 2-0 on the year. Wildcats will fall to 0-2. Again, I'll be live with you again next Friday as well, coming to you from Edgewood Colesburg High School as we take on the Vikings in our first 8-player matchup in the history of our schools. So tune in next Friday at about 6:45 to listen into that. Wildcats up at the line now for the final play. 4th down and 1. Snap goes to Rose, rolling out to his left. He's going to take off. He's going to fight his way forward for a first down, and not a bad play to end on there. Tough night for the Wildcats, but they do find some positives there with the young guys there getting some good yardage. And that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Our final score, Kee 64, Central City 8. So as the teams shake hands here at the conclusion of tonight's game, the Wildcats fall to 0-2 on the season with a 64-8 loss. Saw some good fight from them for most of the night. Some really nice plays from the Wildcats that just couldn't handle the Kee Hawks. As that is going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I will be live with you once again this coming Friday from Edgewood-Colesburg where we take on the Vikings. So be sure to tune in for that. Should be a good game over there in Edgewood. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do us for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning into tonight's game, and thank you for just kind of bearing with us there. We had some technical difficulties early in the night. Glad I was able to bring this to you after all. And so once again, that's going to do it. Thank you very much for listening in. Until next time, I'm David Warrington saying good night and go Cats.